Jason Shear, first hand up question. Jason Shear.
Coach, what do you think was another close game? What do you think was just the difference between winning and losing in that one?
They beat us up on the glass. They had 38 rebounds to our 30. They had, I think, 12 second shots. When you have a strength as a team, you have to be able to bring that strength to the biggest games and key moments. And you know what? Some of the key moments were why we got down 11-2 at home, because they just were more physical. They got second shots. Their guards got them. Lawson got them. And then down the second half, it's tough enough to defend and make them miss the first time. And when they did, they just got too many second shots. When you get out rebounded 38-30, and we're the best rebounding team in the Pac-12, and I think Oregon, wherever they're at, middle of the pack, that's to their credit, and it's not to our credit. But there's no excuse. You got to win close games. Every losing team has their story that, you lose this one by 1 point, you lose this one by 2 points. There's a reason you lose, because you're getting your ass kicked.
David Kelly, you're next. David. David, you're on mute. Come back to you, David. Alec White, you're next. Alec.
Yeah, Coach, just take us through the play call to Kerr there at the end of the game. It seemed like he got a good look. Just talk about the confidence you had in him to be able to draw up a play there in that spot for him, just coming off the bench.
Well, first of all, he was 4 for 9 from 3 in the game. He also had 6 or 5 assists. But the biggest reason that I put him in there was, the first option was we were hoping to maybe get Azuolas over the top, which, with 1.1 seconds left, obviously you're limited. And to have him running, jumping off his right leg as a left-handed player, Terrell Brown inbounding the ball, over the top there, especially if he has the size. That was kind of the first look. Kerr is our best screener. He just has a good feel for the screen, and we kind of like fake cut, and then he screened in, and he did a good job. He popped out, caught it, and I believe he got a shot to win it, but unfortunately missed it. But it was contested. The problem with Chris Duarte's shot in front of their bench, it wasn't contested. He was wide open. And when you're in the final minutes of games, you can always live with the challenge contested shot. It's when, it's kind of a head-scratching moment when, even though they ball fake and move and it was team play, you want to contest that. He makes a contested shot, which he probably would have. That's fine, but you can't be wide open, and he was.
And then Oregon had a lot of second chance opportunities with offensive rebounds. How tough was that to just not be able to defend the glass like that?
Like I just answered the question that was asked, 38-30, they beat us. They had plenty of second chance points, second chance opportunities. They kept possessions alive. When you're in these types of games, you have to finish, but you also have to bring your identity to the game. And you let a team come in at McHale Center, throw you out of the way, go get the ball, point guard, 2 guard, 5'10" guard, 6'9" player. They wanted the ball, and to their credit and to their program's credit, their coach and their staff's credit, they were just a more physical, nastier, tougher team. It's like, hey, if we don't go get these second shots, we're not going to win. And they went and got them. And that's clearly to Oregon's credit. That was, in my opinion, the difference of the game, because we played 40 minutes against Oregon and had 6 turnovers.
Go back to David Kelly. David.
Hey, Sean, what are you seeing? Obviously, you talked about the last shot situation. What happened in that 14 seconds prior to that timeout, and why do you think your team has struggled in trying to get good quality shots in some of these late game situations where the game has been close?
It's me. I have to do a better job.
Bruce Pasco, we'll go over to you. Bruce.
Sean, big picture wise, I was just wondering. I mean, Oregon was expected to be pretty good this year, and they're coming out. They've been off the pause for a while now. They've got everybody back. Is that any consolation in the sense that you knew that this team was going to be pretty tough?
No, there is no big picture.
Okay, and then just in general, I mean, Oregon's gotten you guys. I mean, 6 straight times. We had those 2 overtime games. It just seems like. Does it seem like, you're just something just a bit less against Oregon, and why is that?
They have a great coach. I wish I could do a better job. Obviously, 6 in a row. You like to get one, and that's what happens when you lose.
And you mentioned about Duarte getting that shot, but you guys had him pretty well defended a lot of the game. I mean, again, is that a source of frustration when you're doing a lot of things right and then all of a sudden he gets that one that kills you there?
No, I mean, the pros, guys that are going to play in the NBA, they rise up and they make that shot, and that's what he did. He's a great player. He's very underrated and deserves a lot of credit. Obviously, Oregon, because of COVID, has gone through a lot of different things this season, but Duarte is one heck of a basketball player. And, you can make the case, especially if Oregon catches fire, that he can be a candidate for the Pac-12 Player of the Year. I mean, he's that good. And Omarue, and I apologize if I miss his name, number 2, he's a stud too. Those 2 guys are really, really good players.
If I could ask you one more, just about the way Kerr and Azuolas seemed to play together. It seemed like I think Kerr must have assisted him on half of his shots today. Have you noticed kind of a chemistry with those guys in particular?
No, I thought Kerr played really well, and Azuolas, he had his moments.